Did I hear a knock at the door?
Nobody's fucking here.
I swear to God, I heard a fucking knock.
fucking
I
1 a.m.
swear.
You're annoying.
All right, here I go. Shut the fuck up. All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the Hello Harem podcast. I'm your host, Alex Luby, and I'm joined, as always, by the horniest of homies to sail the seven seas, Mr. Anthony Luby, Luke Farnsworth, and again, we're with our goon squad man, Mr. Justice Kalla, a.k.a. Juice. How you guys doing on this fine? It's like 1 a.m. on a Friday night.
Yeah.
It's 1:19
1 a.m. on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, technically, it is Saturday morning.
All right.
So we missed Friday night entirely.
Yeah.
Well, whose
Oh
fault
my
is that?
God, we
Yours.
missed
Yeah,
the
right.
fucking, we missed the goddamn Yakuza meme.
We
We
missed
did.
the best night of the week.
Friday night at last.
I look forward to that every
God.
Friday.
That's literally my favorite day of the week. And guess what? I had to miss it because some fuckers went into jail.
No one said you couldn't listen to it alone, bud. Huh?
You think I didn't?
I think you didn't.
You're a fucking fake.
I see Andy like
And
it
a
every
fraud.
week on Twitter.
He
does.
sends it to me every week on
That
Twitter.
makes me happy.
Good. Andy's a
pretty
goon
good.
squad. We like Andy.
And
He doesn't watch anime.
Andy does not watch
He
anime.
doesn't
Does
watch
not.
anime.
But he does.
He quit One Piece.
I basically called when he would quit too.
He quit it?
Yeah, I said like 450 or something. He quit at about the 500 mark and started reading it instead. So not only does he not watch anime, he can read.
So he's a
Wow.
liar.
Andy, the guards will be at your house to pick you up, and the crucifixion will begin shortly.
We're gonna crucify Andy.
Yeah. Not only did he drop One Piece, he started reading it instead.
It's probably so much faster.
I don't care.
Probably.
That's not the point.
It sounds equally as bad.
It sounds equally as awful.
Yeah.
My,
Never
the
going to catch
boys-
me reading.
Never gonna catch me reading.
That's the joke. No. Fuck One Piece. Fuck you.
The dudes at
Fuck
work are
One
trying to
Piece.
get me on the One Piece train. They're like, you got to start watching One Piece. I'm like, dude, I am 900 episodes behind right now, and I'm not gonna start anytime
You gotta start
soon.
watching One Piece. Dude, I'm 20 years too late to start One Piece. Apologies, goobers.
Yeah, I wouldn't start One Piece
I
if it
would.
was the last anime on Earth.
Well, no.
I probably would. At that
We
point.
have to,
actually.
remember?
Well, that's if
If
one of us
any
gets
of
hit by
us-
lightning.
If any of us get struck by lightning, we have to watch all of One
The
Piece.
entire
I will watch One Piece 5 times if I get hit by lightning and survive.
I can make it happen.
No, you
We
can't.
can just
Yeah,
give you a.
figure it out.
We'll put a lightning rod in your head.
Yeah, I'm gonna start like supplementing your food with iron, so you have a higher like metal capacity.
And
in
then
your
we'll get
body.
a comically large magnet. And we'll suction to
Where
it.
have I heard that before?
comically large spoon.
Wile E.
Yeah,
Coyote, probably.
Wild
And
E.
Rover.
Coyote.
Wild the
Genius.
coyote.
It's
That wild coyote man, he sure is getting that bird.
Did you guys watch? I know Anthony did, but Wook and Juice. Did you guys watch Tom and Jerry growing
Yeah,
up?
all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Everyone did.
If
I don't
you
know about
you're
everyone.
a fraud. You were a fake kid. You were born 40 and your name's now Herb.
I know a Herb.
Is he 40?
He's older. I feel bad for Herb.
Guess you could say he's a little weathered.
Oh yeah, he is. His skin
Yeah.
looks like leather.
We have Arthur Morgan in the house tonight, guys.
You guys like jelly beans? Yeah, sorry everyone that I just sound like absolute fucking shit. We just got done playing a show, and I was going a little hard.
What?
I was going hard. I was
Okay.
going hard in the paint, ham, if you will. I was
Alright.
going positively nutty. Yeah,
Bonkers even?
yeah,
We played for a solid.
absolutely crazy. I got the Joker vape.
Tastes like Joker.
Yeah, we just got done
Ooh.
playing a show downtown. It was busting. It was actually really fun. It turned out surprisingly well, even though we got kind of fucked in the beginning.
Absolutely
did.
shafted.
Yeah, they were like, so I messaged the owner 2 days ago, and I was like, hey man, I just want to confirm on what time we start playing. He's like, you guys will go on at 8. I was like, wonderful. We get there, 7:15ish. I'm like, hey, are we backlining gear? Because I noticed there's gear 1 already on the stage, and 2, where do you just want us to load on the stage? Because we were told we're playing at 8 o'clock, and they're like, let me check the schedule. So he goes back and he comes out. He's like, yeah, so there was a problem. We're like, oh, son of a fucking bitch. He comes out, he's like, you guys are actually playing last. I'm like, what? How does that even fucking work, man? How do you go from being first to last?
Well, if you're not first, you're last.
Okay.
Ricky Bobby.
Licky booby.
Biggie booby.
Licky booby.
Say clip.
So yeah, nonetheless, we were all kind of pissed off, but it turned out to be a very, very, very good show.
We also didn't hit the stage till like 11:50.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
not
close to
11:50. Like it was a little past 11, but it was rough.
It was
But
late.
jokes on them. Our name was smallest on the poster and at the very bottom. And guess what? We played last, and everyone else fucking sucked, except for the second band that played,
Muddle.
Muddle. Shout out Muddle.
Shout out Muddle.
They're from Buffalo, New York, and they're a punk band. If you guys like punk music, check out the band Muddle.
Muddle.
They're dope. I met them.
They're cool. We did.
They're
meet them.
cool. I met them. I shook his hand.
I did.
I shook Mr.
I-
Muddle's hand.
Their lead singer is a girl, and she's got some nasty
Cringe.
screams.
I feel like that just popped out.
It did.
But
I heard anything woman related.
And your first thought is woman moment cringe.
Yeah.
'Cause that's mine sometimes now.
Woman.
Not even like in a
Imagine having a
misogynist
fucking
way.
girlfriend and she just talks about anything like she's like, "Oh, I was driving," and I'm just like, "Cringe," and it just comes out, and she's like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?"
See, my brain goes. She would say I'm driving. I would go, "Oh, woman driver."
She actually made a woman driver joke to me the other day.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, because she was talking about like, "Oh yeah, I accidentally like almost kind of ran this red light, and I'm pretty sure this guy like behind me thought I was a complete asshole or something." I was like, "He probably just thought you were an Ohio driver," because Ohio drivers, statistically in the United States, are the absolute worst. Statistically.
I thought it was Florida.
Yeah. No, it's Ohio.
I do not believe that.
You can fucking Google it, you goon. But I'm like, yeah, he probably just thought you were an Ohio driver. And she was like, nah, he probably just saw I was a woman.
That's pretty based, actually. That's pretty based.
I don't buy that, dude. Florida has the worst drivers.
Look it
period.
up.
I don't give a shit about statistics. I'm talking from like experience many
Yeah.
times.
I don't know.
Experience.
Ohio's kind of not great.
I don't know. I went to
Like,
pick
it's
up
terrible.
Chinese food the other night and almost got hit 4 times in downtown Akron.
Okay,
So,
now
like,
don't get it wrong with the fact that I'm not saying Ohio isn't bad. They're not good by any means. Ohio drivers are bad. They're terrible, frankly. But Florida is insane.
Name one Florida driver.
Florida man.
Florida man.
No, like Alex, how many times have you driven in Florida?
None.
I would say.
How many
your
times have you
argument
driven in
holds no
Ohio?
water.
A lot.
Exactly. See, the statistics are skewed.
You're just
Are you
wrong.
just calling Alex a shitty driver?
Yes.
No, I'm not. I don't have a single accident
You do not need an accident to be a shitty driver.
Yeah.
or any tickets ever. I have literally a perfect record.
That
Literally
doesn't. Oh,
knocking
that
on
does
wood
not
for you.
matter. You can totally be a horrible driver and have a
I
clean
think
record.
I think I'm a very good driver actually.
I think you're
I-
meh.
I think I'm very
I
good.
think you're meh.
I think
See,
you're
my
you're
rule-
slow.
My rule is if I'm not taking up 2 lanes, then I'm not driving right.
That's why I drive my lifted Ford F350.
That's why I drive a Ford F-150, the truck of America.
Say F-115.
F-150? Why would I say F-150?
I don't know, because you're retarded.
Look who's talking,
It's,
Boyd.
the Ford Jet. We're gonna buy Ford Jets.
Yeah.
What?
Ford
Yeah,
F-15.
Ford F-15.
Comes equipped with 6
Bird.
Tomahawk missiles.
Nah, it's
Air
like
to
I said,
air
Warhawk.
or air to ground.
If you want the lighter load, we do have sidewinders as well. For those hard workers, we have Tomahawk cruise missiles.
I like to think this is just an exact Ford commercial.
Yeah.
You got like the country
And
voice
for
going
that-
on too
And
for
for
it.
that bitch who likes to park at the edge of your driveway, we got the heat seekers. Built Ford tough.
Equipped with a 6-barrel minigun shooting 50 cal rounds at 3,000 a minute.
You're trying too hard.
I know.
All right.
Over.
The joke's over.
I have a real question, and I have asked several people. We've all had the same answer.
Okay.
Happy Honda Days or Toyota-thon?
Toyota-thon. Easily Toyotathon. Only thing better than Toyotathon is Toyota Truck Month.
That's true.
I'm gonna have to go Toyotathon.
I'll go Toyotathon.
All right, that's the correct answer. I have
It
not had a
is.
single person. Everyone has said, fuck Honda Days, Toyotathon's where it's at.
Well, you get those commercials for Toyotathon a lot more than Happy fucking Honda Days.
I don't think I've ever gotten a Honda Days commercial.
I know about the promotion.
It just makes me think of Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah Days.
I'm not even Jewish.
We're a Toyotathon podcast.
We're a Toyota podcast.
Yo, Toyota sponsor us.
This whole
I could really use a new 2022 Toyota Tundra equipped with 10-inch screen with wireless Apple CarPlay and 360-degree camera that you can use for off-roading purposes.
we
I've
had
done
an
my
entire
research.
discussion about Toyotathon after a meme that said, do not eat the clam chowder at the Lexus December.
I saw that meme. That was really
And
funny.
so we had a
yeah.
whole discussion on how Toyotathon's the best sales event.
It's great. Good car, good name, good event. No chowder.
I feel like their clam chowder wouldn't hospitalize you. They'd probably have some bus and
Doesn't-
chowder.
Isn't Lexus part of Toyota?
Yes.
Yeah.
So essentially there might be clam chowder.
Yeah, but Lexus has the December to remember.
Lexus is just the more expensive Toyota. But Lexus does have the LFA, which does have the fucking God, what's it? That's not a crossplane. Fucking something has a really good engine. It's a fucking 10-cylinder
Yeah.
some bullshit.
But the LFA is an overpriced, over-engineered car. It looks
I
cool.
wouldn't say
and
it's
quick.
overpriced.
How much does it run?
I have no idea. They're very limited. You can't get them.
That's probably why
They made a limited amount of
pretty
them.
pricey. They also for the technology, they're behind low key.
Well, it's because they don't make them anymore.
Well, yeah, but for the time, I was watching a video on it with Justin, and they went really in depth with it. And the LFA is super cool, but comparative to what you could have gotten,
I mean, it's really for the enthusiasts, though, you know?
No.
The enthusiasts. If you really like Lexus or Toyota, you're not going to get yourself a fucking Corvette. You're going to get that LFA.
Fuck.
You're not
fuck
going to get that
Corvettes.
Audi R8. You're going to get that LFA.
I don't know, I think I'd rather have an R8.
Yeah, and if you're a really
Well, I
big,
mean, you're also not a Lexus enthusiast.
Yeah.
if you're a really big Volkswagen fan, you'll just buy a Lamborghini
Or a
They
Bugatti.
or a Bugatti.
Or a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think they own Ferrari.
No, they don't
anymore.
own Ferrari.
I love how
Or a
Volkswagen owns the
Volvo.
How
Lamborghini.
Volkswagen owns top tier supercars, and they're fucking Volkswagen known for a fucking bus.
I mean, Volkswagens are okay. I had one.
They got
It was
Golfs.
a piece of shit.
German
You're-
engineering
you're the
is the
second
worst
person.
engineering.
Literally,
Second
dude,
person.
So my one fucking uncle is a mechanic, and this is before I ever worked on cars. I was like 16 or 17, and not my Lexus. Oh my god,
I'm a Lexus.
Your VW.
my V-Dub, my 06 Passat or 08, something like that. It was a 6th gen. I know that. Fucked up real bad. So I'm like, all right, Mr. Mechanic Uncle, will you fix my car? And he's like, yeah, I'll fix your car. And so I'm there.
Did he say it like that?
No.
Yeah, I'll fix your car.
But I'm with him at his house, and my fucking car's in his garage. He's got it jacked up and shit. I'm pissed off. It's 10 o'clock at night because he'd been working on it for hours. So I'm like, you know what, fucking post a picture to the Snap story. I'm gonna make it funny. I'm like, German engineering my ass. It's
I'm gonna make a really
this is
good funny
bullshit.
uncle.
I do. It was pretty funny. People were laughing.
Were they?
Did they
People
tell you?
slid up on my story and they sent that laughing, crying emoji face, and they're like, dude, raffle. I'm flying away in my raffle copter. My sides went to orbit.
Is that the story?
Yeah, that's it. It's not interesting. I never said it was.
I have
Stop expecting so much.
I have two friends that are mechanics, and my uncle's a mechanic, and they all cuss out Volkswagen and
Oh, yeah.
German cars because
Literally,
they're
German
fucking-
cars are the biggest pieces of shit.
They are.
And they're the hardest to work on. Mm-hmm. It's awful.
Jonathan's grandpa says for every one part you need an American car, Germans put 3 in.
Yeah. And the biggest fucked up thing is a lot of them don't have any sort of aftermarket part support. It's like a lot of proprietary shit. So for parts for it, you have to buy directly from manufacturer, and they nickel and dime you for every single little thing.
Oh yeah, it's expensive.
Like you have to buy like separate bolts and washers and nuts and screws for every little thing. Like say you buy a valve cover for your fucking engine for your like BMW or some shit. You're gonna have to buy every replacement screw and washer and all the shit separately from that valve cover. You can't just get it all in one kit. It's bullshit.
That's why we're a JDM family here.
Truly.
There's something you do in some, I think it's Volkswagens or Audis. There, you have to take the whole fucking door off to do it, and it's something in the engine.
Oh, I've heard of that. I've actually heard of
I
that.
don't remember what it is. I think it's like a fuse or something. Like replacing a fuse, you have to take the door off.
Oh, dude, there's one car I forget what it is. I think it might be, it's either a McLaren or a Bentley. It's some high-end, like really nice car, but they put the starter inside the transmission housing.
What?
So to replace the starter, which is a pretty common thing to go out on cars, you have to pull the entire transmission and disassemble it just to replace the starter.
You think they did that to save weight?
I don't think it saves weight at all.
I think they did it to save money.
How would that
I guess
save
make money.
I think
Make
it saves-
money,
I think
yeah.
it saves space.
Not even.
No, it doesn't actually.
Not enough to
Not
make
enough
it
to
worth
make it
anything.
worth anything. You're just making people pay thousands
I mean,
of dollars.
granted,
They
if you
have to,
have that
like-
kind of car, you have the money to afford it.
Oh, definitely.
You're not going to, like, if you own that type of car at that point, you are no longer going to be working on your car. No. You do not have the skill set to work on that car unless you're some sort of mechanical guru. You're taking it to the fucking dealer.
And then they're going to make you pay.
Yeah.
High key, though, I love McLarens.
McLarens
I'm not a huge fan of them.
Really?
I never really liked the body style.
I
Dude,
love it. I think they're
I
hot.
think
they're sleek.
for me, they're just under Lamborghini. I love McLarens.
McLarens, I think they got a sexy body style.
Same.
I'm not a huge supercar person in general.
Really?
Yeah. Like, there's few exceptions. I would love, like, even though I've watched a bunch of videos on it, I know it's not a good car, and I know, especially, it's uncomfortable as shit, but a fucking Lamborghini Countach, dope as shit. I think
It
it's one
has
of
the,
the coolest
80s
cars ever.
Coke fucking dash.
I know, it's just a fucking table, dude. It's dope as shit.
I never got into the Countach, honestly.
I think Countaches are dope.
Never
I
got
mean, that's
into
just
it.
me personally.
They look cool.
I mean, it's like one of the most 80s cars you can get.
I think
It
I'm
is like the
I think
80s
I'm
car.
just biased because I hate the 80s. Like I
You
despise the
cry at
80s.
80s music.
I don't
What a
cry. I
bitch.
don't cry at it. It just makes me very depressed.
If I go, oh, men at work.
I hate the 80s. They just make me feel really sad and gray.
You were like not even a thought.
Is
in
that
the
because
80s.
you couldn't live in the 80s?
No,
The
dude,
best
I do
time.
not want to live in the 80s.
You could have been collecting pogs and going down to the local arcade and getting AIDS.
Thanks, Ronald Reagan.
Countach sounds like a weird sex position.
Yeah, I put that bitch in the Countach.
Dude, I just hit the Countach last night.
It just sounds like a sex term. I don't know about position.
Nah, I feel like I hear position.
That could be a position.
Got some Countach last night.
You know some rich asshole has said that.
Oh,
Yeah, I got some Countach last
I
night.
got
I'll
some
put her in my
Countach.
Lamborghini and I got me some Countach.
Have you seen I don't even know if I'd classify it as a supercar. It is more so. You could say it's a mild exotic.
Okay.
It's a Lotus.
Yeah,
Love
Lotuses are
them.
dope.
Love
Lotuses
them.
are. They're like I heard so horrible to drive and uncomfortable, but they're fucking cool.
Okay, I'll say this. I'm not a huge fan of like supercars and exotics. The one really big exception, I'm going to butcher the name. It's like Koenigsegg.
Oh, Koenigsegg?
Koenigsegg is
Koenigsegg.
dope as shit.
You like
They are.
Pagani's?
I don't like the bodies.
Of what?
Bugatti. Oh, Pagani? I thought you said
Pagani.
Bugatti. I've never really looked into Paganis, honestly.
They're. I would say they're fairly similar to McLarens,
Okay.
with those kind of like the arches and the sleekness of
Yeah.
them. Really,
Mm-hmm.
I like those.
oh, I love them.
See, I really like more boxy style cars. Like, I really like cars from like the 80s. That's
why you
my
like the
downfall.
Fox Body Mustang.
I
Isn't it?
love the Fox body.
God. You make me throw up.
I really like boxy cars.
I hate boxy.
I do too,
cars.
dude.
I'm
The only
How are you
boxy
feeling?
I really like is like old American muscle. And that's all I can really get behind besides the new Challenger.
What do you like more, the Supra or an R34? Because Supra's got those arches and the curves, and the R34
I'd say
is definitely
Supra, but
boxy.
not a Mark IV Supra, a Mark III Supra.
What the fuck is wrong with you, Justice?
Mark IV Supra is more iconic. I personally like the stylization of the Mark III Supra better.
This kid is on something,
Is
man.
that a Supra?
And honestly, I wouldn't even go for an R34. I'd go for an R32 or R33.
All right, now you're just cringing.
Or they actually made a different one. It went under a different name from Nissan. I forget the name, but it was a wagon-style R33.
That would be kind of
That's hard.
It's
That's
dope
hard.
as shit. Actually, I believe it's either this year or next year. It's going to be legal to import into the States.
That's fucking hard.
I think the Sylvia is also going to be legal pretty soon. S15.
I believe so.
I think it's going to be very soon.
Good luck getting your hands on one. They're probably
More of
gonna
an
be like
S14 kind of guy, though.
45K.
I enjoy the S14, but the S15 is just perfect. Nissan perfected that one. I think it's the best.
Okay. You know what really pisses me off?
What?
I've talked about it with you guys. I don't think I've ever talked about it with you, Luke. The fucking JDM, like, I want to say fixer-upper, like, project car market. Kinda. But, like, the JDM market for just, like, tunable cars is fucking ridiculous right now. I completely blame TikTok. Yeah, the used car market in general has something to do with it because used cars are going for an insane amount right now. Shut the fuck up, Luke.
Choking on my spit.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Either stop coughing or
Drink
die.
some water.
You go down the wrong pipe.
I'm sorry, Luke.
Spit.
Drink some milk.
But,
Shove it up your ass.
like, there is no reason you should be paying upwards of $6,000 for a stock 1990 Mazda Miata with over 100,000 miles.
Yeah, the Miata market has just been ruined.
And the worst part is, like, you can have your preference of cars. Like, one of my favorite cars, I know my first big project car, maybe not big project car, but, like, my first, like, tunable car I want to get that I want to put my heart and soul into, like, my first, like, full build, I want it to be a 300ZX. Like a mid to late 90s 300ZX. Specifically the Fairlady Z trim, which comes with a twin-turbo V6. It's dope as shit. Even the prices of those are skyrocketing. And that was a very unknown car up until recently. It was really only, like, known by enthusiasts and, like, people super into the JDM, like, car culture. But now you got fucking TikTok being like, oh, if you're 17 and you want a JDM car, here's cars you can find for under $7,000. And now you just can't find shit.
Well,
The
yeah.
Chevy Cobalt.
Funny enough,
You can tune the fuck out of a Cobalt, can't
actually,
you?
no, not the Cobalt. Yeah, I mean, you can. I was thinking of the Dodge Neon, though. It's the
Cavalier.
first technical SRT.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of those, like, weird cars like that. Like the Cobalt SS, pretty fast.
Yeah, there's a whole ass community for that for the Cobalt SS. A whole community.
I mean, you have whole communities for the Cobalt SS, the Neon SRT, and the Saturn Ion Redline.
A Saturn.
Saturn.
A Saturn Ion.
Yeah, stock supercharged, just about as fast as a Cobalt SS and a Neon SRT.
God, I never thought someone would put money into a Saturn Ion.
Well, it's an Ion Redline. It's a different trim. It's fucking supercharged. It's fast. It's still a piece of shit. But
Still a Saturn.
yeah, it's still a fucking Saturn.
Hook me up with that Pontiac vibe. I'm gonna tune the fuck out of a vibe.
Dude, honestly, I would love to get like an old like Dodge Grand Caravan and like throw a fucking LS in it.
That's so
Yeah.
Grand Caravan.
Yes.
Dude, we can do that with the old Odyssey outside.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would be fucking hilarious.
That thing already shakes
Yo, what
going
if we
5
just-
miles an
That'd
hour.
be so funny because imagine Mike getting in it, not knowing you solved it, and next thing you know, he's like 0 to 60 in like
Holy
5
shit,
seconds.
this is fast.
He's
I
like,
always
what?
We'll put premium in.
I always tell my mom, I'm like, if I ever get rich, I'm going to get you a brand new Dodge Durango. Because she used to have a Dodge Durango, like when I was growing up, and she loved that thing. It was her favorite car ever. She fucking loved it. I'm like, I'm going to get you a Dodge Durango. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get her the Dodge Durango Hellcat. And I'm just going to debadge it, and I'm not going to tell her it's a Hellcat. That way, she takes it out driving, and she shits herself.
And she rolls the wheels and goes over the side of the road.
Dude, she just traded in her car and got a different one because she wanted to lower her car payments. Because she had a brand new fucking Mitsubishi Outlander from like 2018. She got like a 2011 Nissan Armada, which is like a bigger
She got
trim.
Armada.
Those are
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, I mean, she wanted a big car. She had big dogs. I think it's like 12 miles a gallon.
Armadas are fucking
Actually,
enormous.
Factoring in like fuel economy degradation over the years, considering it's 10 years old, she probably gets more around 10.
God, that's...
Yeah.
Fuck the payment. You're
Those
putting
things
more
are
in gas.
huge. Those things are massive.
Her justification is that she just doesn't drive a lot, which is fair. She doesn't. She works from home. But
Oh, that's not too bad.
it's got a V8 though, and that it honestly kind of rips.
Does it?
I took it for a little drive with her in it, and she was just fucking screaming. It was so funny. I was giving some, yeah, literally, dude. I was like flooring it around corners and shit. She's like, "Don't roll over my car!"
You know, this is funny. Luke, this pertains to you and your horrible luck with driving. I saw a car that was on fire today.
Dude, what? You joined the club.
Yeah.
Why didn't you snap it though? You could have been like Luke, like
Because
what the fuck
I didn't
is that?
I didn't want to be the next car on fire. So we're on our way to the show, and I hop on the highway because they left a little bit before me, and I'm getting up to the Belden area, and traffic is at a dead stop. And then I get a text from Juice like, "Hey, don't take the highway; it's pretty fucked." And I'm like, "Too late, I'm already here." So traffic was backed up from Belden all the way to Fulton. Like it was bad. They were using that exit for football parking because the McKinley-Massillon game was going on. So I took the next exit, and it does this loop around. And then it merges, and there's the opposite side of highway traffic, whatever. I see, like, 3 fire trucks, an ambulance, cops, the works. And I look over, and this car's engine is just smoldering and melted and charred and destroyed. And I'm like, hey, I'm kind of Luke right now.
Isn't it cool? Isn't it neat? Don't you just love how your traffic is fucking atrocious because you get to see a car on fucking fire?
It's nifty, but I think the most ironic thing that happened with you was you, Alex, and Braden, you guys were like talking in the chat, and you guys were always talking about that sign that was like 30 days since last serious accident that you always see on the highway.
Yeah.
Oh, me and Justin used to talk about that all the time.
Luke is driving home the night they were literally talking about that. he sends us a snap. Like a car rolled like 3 times, and then later
There
down the
was
road,
one
like,
car rolled and they were looking over the fucking guard because a car went over the fucking guard.
Yeah, it was literally after a podcast, wasn't it?
Yeah, because they were
Yeah.
saying that it was 30 days since the last major accident or whatever. Or no, it was 29. I said, if that ever hits 30, I'm going to be the reason it fucking ends. And as I drive home, there's a car rolled sideways. I don't even know what the fuck it was. It was an SUV, though, sideways. And they were looking over the guard looking for a car because the guard was bent to hell and
Oh, I
back.
guess I made the turn a little too quick.
And I was like, oh, that's kind of nifty. So then I come down the next week, and the sign reads like 37 days. I'm like, you're fucking bullshitting. Last serious accident was 37 days ago. My ass, dude.
Dude, those signs are so fake.
Yeah.
I don't know
literally
where.
It's not
watched
real.
it.
I don't know where they pull those statistics, but it's
Fake
out of
news.
someone's ass.
Yeah, because now it says
Fake
28 days, and I know for a fact it's
Yeah.
not 28 days. Especially now that I know the car's on fire.
Yeah, yeah, 100%, 100%.
I would say I have a story that kind of pertains. So I had this buddy in high school, Brendan. Still talk to him. He's a nice guy. Well, he got his first car, and a week later, he was driving to school, and it lit on fire. And so he puts out a Snapchat. He's trying to be a little funny guy, a little sunny. He was
little silly.
He was in a silly, goofy mood. His car just, caught on fire.
fire.
And he takes a picture of it and he puts it on a Snapchat story and he's like, haha, sorry guys, I played my mixtape. And so me and all my buddies were like, that's fucking cringe. We're going to make a different joke out of this. And so the joke turned into, hey, my car burnt down. Can I sleep in yours? And that carried on throughout the remainder of high school. Honestly, though, just speaking of high school jokes, my one buddy, I did really dirty in high school with a joke that I started like freshman year that carried all the way throughout the rest of high school.
4 years.
4 years of a joke. And this dude, his name is Cleet. I don't know. You guys actually might have met Cleet before.
Oh, okay, we're live again. Ha!
Yeah, ha. Sorry, yeah, it'd be a little beer break for the cameras. They got a little hot.
They got a little thirsty.
Anyway, I was telling the
A
story.
little too hot.
With Cleet, my man Cleet.
My man Cleet. He's actually like a really good friend. Like I just talked to him the other day. He moved to Florida, if that says anything about him.
He likes warm weather.
No, he's Republican. Either way.
All Republicans live in Florida.
Okay, legitimately, like all of David's family is moving to Florida except for his dad, and they're all like Republican as shit. And like fucking Justin's mom was gonna move to Florida, and I'm
Didn't
pretty
she
sure
live
she's
there?
Republican.
She
No,
lives in Pennsylvania.
PA.
Oh, I thought she moved to Florida with what's his face.
Oh wait, no, she did move to Florida. That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, she did go to
Yeah,
Florida.
she was in PA. Yeah, all Republicans moved to Florida. Anyways, my boy Cleet, I've known him for a long time. I've known him since like even before middle school, before I even started going to Jackson. Cleet had a longtime girlfriend. Now it just so happened that Cleet and his longtime girlfriend looked just the taddest bit alike. Very, very slight.
no.
This is going.
Very slight. So I made the joke. Ha ha. Cleet's dating his sister. And that's how he was known for the next 4 years of high school. Was, ha, Cleet, why are you dating your sister? And he would get so mad. And we thought it was the funniest shit ever. And when the cameras were shut off, I was telling them, I'm like, the punchline itself isn't that funny. It's actually really mean. I didn't mean for it to turn into a long-running joke. It was pretty funny at the time. It was really funny at the time. It's like, haha, Cleet, you're fucking your sister. Sweet home Alabama.
Roll Tide.
But I was thinking about it the other day, and I'm like, that's really fucking mean. I feel really bad about that.
Well, it's okay. It is a funny joke. That is a good one. That's a solid Joker 420 confirmed meme. The fact that everyone kept it up for 4 years is not your fault, but it shows that it was so good that it could stay for 4 years.
It's
and
not
not
even
get
that
old.
good of a joke. It's not even that
I
good.
don't know, dude. That's
I-
actually really funny to me.
I think the real problem is that why would a man who's not fucking his sister get mad about a joke like that?
Because we would say it to him constantly. And it didn't help that I would sometimes make Photoshops where I would swap their faces. And I would like spread that around to all my friends that knew him.
You're like, whoa, gender bend.
Was I a bully? Was I a bully in high school?
Yeah, kind of.
Just to one person.
Just
I
to
didn't-
one person.
I didn't really bully. We're like tight. I just talked to him a few weeks ago. He's living in Florida. I got drunk and I FaceTimed him. He actually picked up and he's like, dude, what's up? We haven't talked in forever. I'm drinking with a donkey right now. And I'm like,
Whoa.
you're drinking with a fucking donkey? Are you on a farm? He's like, yeah, I want to come see the horses. He's like leading me around to all these fucking
This is
hillbilly motherfuckers. And he's showing me all these farm animals and he's telling me about like the next time he's coming up and he wants me to come down to Florida and come to this farm and ride four-wheelers with him and drink beer. And like, I'm like, dude, that's a lot. That's a lot to take in. Like, I'm a white boy from the burbs.
I made a joke about you fucking your sister. Did you ask how his sister was doing?
Oh no, they broke up a while ago.
Oh,
Was it because of the joke?
No, she was cheating on him.
A little
Probably
With her
bummer.
brother.
say probably with the other brother.
Jesus Christ.
Runs
I
in
love
the
how
family.
that joke ties it directly into my anime of the week.
Oh,
How? In what way does having sex with your sibling have to do with citrus?
Low key.
Low key. Low key.
Lowest of key.
Not in the same way.
So
Not at all, but
my anime of the week is Citrus. This got thrown upon me real
it's called
quick.
Citrus?
It's called Citrus.
Honestly, when you originally wrote that, I thought the anime of the week was called Sissy Love.
No.
And, like, that just sounds like porn.
There's
That
an
is-
anime called
That's a
Kiss
hentai.
X Sis. That's legit porn.
That might as
The
well be
closest
porn.
thing I've come to that is I like to play sissy hypnosis videos for David and Justin while they're sleeping.
Is that real?
It's
Yeah,
real.
I've
They
done
showed
it.
me a couple weeks ago. I was like, this exists.
No.
Yeah.
Is it real that you play it for them while they're asleep?
I've actually done it like once or
I
twice.
know that the videos are real. I didn't know if you actually.
Yeah, I
did
told
that.
them too. I'm like, I'm gonna wait till you're sleeping, and I'm gonna play you sissy hypnosis videos. So you become my cock hungry sissy slut.
Jesus Christ.
David's halfway there.
Pretty much. He's already a neat. Like, just take some estrogen, bro.
David is low key and neat, but we love him.
We love
He
David.
is. He's a lovable neat. He's not like neckbeard neat. He's like, I'm just shutting myself off from the world so I can make weird music neat.
Yeah, and play Rocket League.
Anyways,
Neat.
Citrus,
Citrus,
anime
yeah.
of the week. It's one of my personal favorites.
So this one got thrown on me real quick because I had no idea I had anime of the week. So I just had to come up with something that we didn't do real quick.
My choice was Death
But
Note.
nonetheless, for some reason, I just really, really, really enjoyed Citrus so much that I've read all the manga too, and I've been buying the ones that are coming out
dude
as they
reads.
come out. Anyway, Citrus is about our main girl, Yuzu. Her parents are divorced, and she's at school. She has all her friends. She's pretty popular. She's a gal. And she has to move schools because her mom got a new boyfriend and whatnot. So she has to move schools. She's going to this all-girl school now. So she goes to this all-girl school. You know, she's a rule breaker. You know, she's a gal. You know, she goes a little bit... She crosses the line sometimes. Off the
She's
goop.
off the doinky sometimes.
Yeah, and
So
this
naive.
and this school is very particular about their uniforms and the way the students act. And the one person that really enforces this is the class president, May. And 1 second, I'm gonna take a drink.
Minecraft drinking noises.
So May and Yuzu, you find in the first couple episodes are like, yeah, we're not friends. She's getting me in trouble and stuff, and blah blah blah. And then Yuzu finds a pretty crazy secret about May. So she kind of has dirt on her. And then you find out that Yuzu and May are actually stepsisters because Yuzu's mom is dating May's dad, and they get married.
Sounds like Domestic Girlfriend.
It's kind of got those vibes, but
it's gay.
yeah, pretty much.
Fury.
Yeah. So pretty much over the
Literally
course.
the same plot. I'm sorry I'm interrupting.
No,
you.
it quite literally is.
Like,
Except
yeah,
it's
it's
girl,
like-
girl, not boy, girl.
Dude fucks girl. Like, mom's like, or dad's like, hey, I'm getting a new wife. You're gonna meet her and her family, and then family comes in, and family is boy's teacher who he has a massive crush on, and girl he just fucked, and mom.
Mom.
Mom's just mom. But
Over the course of the show, you kind of see the relationship grow and blossom, and eventually it starts out pretty rough around the edges, and then eventually it gets better. This is one of those shows that a lot of people consider just trash because it is quite trashy. Sissy and Sissy together is kind of not really normal. So
don't say sissy.
Please stop saying sissy. For the
I mean, dude,
Yeah.
it's half what is it? Half off Sissy love.
off
Please
Sissy
stop. Please. I'm begging you, stop saying sissy.
You should make it code sis loves me. You know what else that kind of reminds me of? I don't know the name of the anime. I haven't watched it. I think I saw like a Giga video on it or something. It's like, no, I think he talked about it when he was talking about Domestic Girlfriend. Because that's how I got into it. I saw his video on it and I'm like, I'm going to watch this shit. But it's like the one fucking anime. It's like the same kind of premise, except it's just straight incest. It's
Probably
like,
Kiss X Sis.
Or Amo.
and I think it is
No.
Kiss.
Oremo.
I think it is Kiss
Did they
X
have
Sis.
white hair?
It's like blonde girl.
That's
Probably
Oremo.
Is it?
Oremo,
I
That
don't know.
one's a Ramo.
Like small blonde girl. Kind of looks like a lolly.
Because there's the other one
Oremo.
with, I
Okay.
can't remember the name of it, the one with the gray hair
Is that
sibling. It begins like a T or something.
Fuck, what is it?
Why the fuck is this so
There's
common?
Aromanga Sensei.
No.
People give that one shit
No,
too.
it is
give that-
Aromanga Sensei.
they give
It is
Aromanga
Aromanga
Sensei.
People
Sensei.
give
That
that
one's
one a
not
lot
even
of-
close to
It's-
like the rest of them.
No, we were talking about this on the way down to Norfolk, dude. That one is not that bad. People give that show a bad rap. It was so fucked
It is
up.
just like
It's
straight
crazy.
incest, though.
No,
right?
it's not. They
Alex,
do
he's-
not touch each other at all.
Well, he said she was blonde, and that's
I could be remembering wrong. I saw this a long time ago, but I know it was Aromanga Sensei.
on,
It was the one I was
low-key-
thinking of.
I want to pull up a picture of Oremo and see if you just recognize the character.
But-
I was thinking Yosuga no Sora.
Oh, the one you brought up the other day?
No, I've never brought this up before
Oh,
because
okay.
it's literally like they are actual siblings and they make out.
Yeah, I was
She's
thinking of that
blonde,
as
yeah.
well. I have seen that.
That's Oremo.
This is Oremo.
yeah,
We'll
that
do-
is it's pretty heavy on the they get married.
I haven't watched. Okay, I was thinking of that then,
manga
because I know I saw that
First
like
thing on
I saw a
Google.
picture of them like getting married.
What's the first thing on Google?
First thing I just Google Air Manga Sensei, and the top thing that comes up is profile picture. This is Air Manga Sensei.
It is not that.
You're
Okay,
definitely
I've seen stuff about that
You're
one as
definitely
well.
thinking Oremo if they were
I
getting
have
married.
not watched
Yeah.
either of these shows.
Oremo's good.
The only incestuous show I've watched technically is Domestic Girlfriend, and that is a bop. I know I've talked about it a lot on this
It is
podcast
good.
before, and the only other person who's watched it is Alex. But it's a good fucking show. Honestly, recommendation, not to take away from Citrus, because I guess watch that.
Well, Juice, if you're here next week, you get anime of the week.
Am I gonna be here?
Dude, we don't
know.
know.
We don't
Maybe.
know. We have discussions to make. We gotta take it to corporate.
Fair enough.
Just
But
gotta go to HR.
either way, since it's up in the air, Domestic Girlfriend. I want to say it's 8 episodes long.
Yeah, it
Are they
is.
24-minute episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a weird length for an anime.
It's not 8 episodes. I've looked this up several times. It's 12.
I'm pretty sure it's 8.
See, dude, I remember when me and Juice watched it.
Juice
I
is
remember
the
8
domestic
for some
girlfriend.
reason.
It says
12.
12.
I know, but I just for some
I also
reason I
remember being
8.
8.
Maybe you guys are missing some sauce.
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah.
Probably.
Because I pulled it up several times. I was like, oh, maybe I'll watch this. Tip says like 8, and it always said 12. I'm like, you are fucking lying to me.
It's a good short watch, though. Unfortunately, not going to be renewed for a second season, even though it came out like 3 years ago, and they left it on kind of a cliffhanger.
Yeah, anime is just good at that.
But, I mean, the manga is pretty fleshed out, if you would want to go that route, if you can read. But,
I can't.
so, I don't
So
know.
sorry, Luke, you're never gonna
Get
watch or
fucking-
read Domestic Girlfriend.
Audiobook.
Yeah, get a picture. I would say get a picture book, but that's what manga is.
Manga is picture books,
Just-
but they have words.
Yeah. But no, Domestic Girlfriend is great. It was a fun watch. It's not straight incest, kind of like Citrus. It's
It's
okay.
just kind of good. Yeah.
You're my step sibling,
if
so
you-
it's okay. It's not blood relation.
If you read the manga, it goes a lot farther into their relationship, and I won't spoil it, but people can probably assume what happens.
Yeah, the anime ends pretty early on.
Yeah,
But
but
I mean, you get to like a solid point in the show where it ends, so you're not left.
you're not left on quite a cliffhanger. But for some fucking reason, I just really fucking loved Citrus, like
Oh, I
a
know.
lot.
I've heard about it before. I've heard good things about it.
I enjoyed
It gets
I
a lot of
enjoyed it
shit.
as
A
well.
lot of people give it shit, and I don't know why. Because I don't know. It's been so long since
Maybe
I've seen
they're
it.
uncomfortable because they want to fuck their stepsister.
I'm
maybe they
I'm
are.
uncomfortable because I didn't realize how many fucking incest animes there were.
It's very popular in Japan.
Yeah,
It's very popular.
it's a little scary.
No, I mean like incest in general.
I
For
know.
some reason, it's
It's-
like extremely popular.
It's
in
weirdly
Japan.
popular. I agree.
Like very strange. I don't like it.
No, I don't either.
I'm not here for it.
Making me rethinking my thoughts about even being here right now.
You guys might be on a fucking list.
Yeah, like
I'm not your brother.
I'm like, oh yeah, I think I heard about this one incestuous anime, and it's like, oh, so this one or this one or this one or this one. It's like,
The only problem that you can bring them up so easily is because they're so fucking infamous. If they weren't infamous, we wouldn't be able to name them.
that's fair. That's entirely fair.
Yeah.
Like people will talk about these because it's so fucking weird.
Like Oremo
Yeah.
is probably the cream of the crop when it comes to like incestuous anime.
I don't
But
know why
it's not
Harem
even,
Manga
like-
Sensei's even there.
It's a
I don't
good
either.
show, no cap. The ending, there's season 1, and then there's another episode, or is it a movie or something?
And then there's season 2, but you can't find the last 3 episodes anywhere, so you have to watch it illegally for whatever
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
reason.
but, like,
It's stupid.
the first season is actually really good. It's not even about like brother sister being in love. It's more so like them getting closer as siblings.
Because
and
they
they
kind of
meet-
grew apart once
Yeah.
puberty hit and shit.
And
then
like
they're,
she's into
rebuilding.
something, and he helps her kind of like branch out and be more part of that community.
See, that's the thing too. Is like the ones I've heard of, it's like, I don't hear necessarily bad things about them. It's like the bad things I hear. It's like, oh, it's incest. Obviously, incest is wrong. I'm not condoning incest, but it's like, yeah, they're infamous. But like, I've heard good things, which is weird. It's just weird.
It's like there's good things and then there's the bad thing, but the bad thing is
it's like you have to take
is
a
incest.
you have to
know?
take a moral standpoint. Gotta to quote a nice man. You got to draw a line in the sand and say, what am I willing to deal with today? Not fucking this.
Who said that?
Aaron Hansen. of
Abraham
Game
Lincoln.
Grumps.
I like that. Not Abraham Lincoln.
That was
Fuck
actually
off,
that was
Alex.
from their Sonic 06 playthrough back when JonTron was still doing Game Grumps.
Isn't JonTron not a great guy.
No,
No.
I found out recently he's awful.
He's
They were
terrible.
talking
He's,
about that in the car.
Yeah, he's anti-vax. And I was talking to you about it when we picked up my toolbox.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Anti-vax.
He's anti-vax.
Racist.
Yeah, he's
Is he misogynist?
I don't know about
Probably.
misogynist. I mean, probably. But yeah, no, he's super racist. He's like super against race mixing.
He's not a very good guy. He kind of sucks.
No, he ain't great.
He's in that popular meme, isn't he?
He's in so
Yeah.
many popular memes.
He is. Yeah, he's in a whole.
He's a
handful
very
of 'em.
popular guy.
Yeah. Like
Unfortunately,
he was like YouTube cream of the crop for a decent amount of time in his heyday. Like back when like Flex Tape video came out, holy shit.
I loved to watch JonTron.
Oh yeah, no, and like the fucking the Star Wars video games playthrough.
Yeah.
That was really good. Like now he just makes not great videos
Well, it's
every
like,
like 6 to 8
Did
months.
you ever watch Boogie 2988?
Yes.
I used
Like
to
back when I was
love
in like
Boogie.
middle school.
I used to love his channel, and then, he's a shitbag too.
Yeah, like all those fucking guys are.
Mhm.
That's the worst part. Like there's a handful of YouTubers that have been around since like the platform's been around or like very early on and have like made a name for themselves that are not pieces of
I
shit.
feel like Markiplier is one of those guys. I
He
feel like
is.
He's,
He's
a
the first
wholesome
one I
motherfucker.
think
Yeah, he's-
Markiplier is probably the most wholesome person.
he's
Only thing that
Entire
sucks about
site.
Markiplier is anytime he hits a fucking like new sub count, he cries about it.
Yeah, that's like the worst part about it.
He just cries a lot. Other than that, he's truly a good lad.
He just
He
seems
is
like
a
yeah,
a
whole
he's
person.
like the most wholesome YouTuber.
And also, I don't know if you guys ever like watched any of the Unis Honest stuff.
I have.
No, I
I
didn't.
heard a lot about it when it was ending.
I mean, you can't watch it.
Yeah,
You can watch it now.
Kinda.
There's like other
technically.
people have clipped it and stuff, but like they deleted everything.
People have videos.
Yeah,
They're
I know, that's what
harder
I'm saying,
they're
people
hard
have
to
clipped it.
find. But I mean, they're perfectly fine with clips. That was their whole thing. Is like we're gonna delete all the videos and this channel once we're done. Clips are fine, whatever. Do not re-upload any of the videos. Like it's like a whole big thing. And Unis Honest was super super cool. This is a super cool concept.
Was it just like Between Two Ferns?
No.
No.
It was like I forget exactly what the concept was, just because it was like 2 years ago at this point.
Yeah, it represented something about like life. Like
Yeah, like
it was it had to do with like Memento Mori.
yes.
Oh fuck. I can't really like put it into words. It was like the shortness of life or something, I guess. I don't really know.
Yeah, and it's just-
Kind of like live your life in a way. I don't know.
Live, laugh, love, life.
Sort of.
Amen.
I mean, it
Fucking
was
amen.
essentially just two lads having fun uploading videos.
Yeah.
It was just about like doing shit and like having fun doing it. So just kind of like live life, have fun with it, live life to the fullest, bro.
I also liked all the shitty videos you would post with. Who were the other two guys? I can't remember who the. He had videos with all of them. It was like the one skinny guy, and there's the larger built guy.
Who the fuck are you talking
I couldn't
about?
Do you know
tell
who I'm
you.
talking about? They made videos with Markiplier all the time, and they had the one. I can just remember the one video where he was like sautéing food or something. The dude like, oh, that smells good. And he just throws it in his fucking face for no reason. It's fucking hilarious.
I thought you were talking about muscles.
Are
from
you
Epic
thinking about
Meal Time.
Cow Chop?
No,
Okay.
I know who Cow Chop is.
Okay, because there
cannot
was a
remember
Cow
their
Chop
fucking
video
name.
just like that.
Yeah, they made videos like that too.
It was the camping video. That was another RIP to fucking Cow Chop. Holy shit.
Yeah.
What happened to Cow Chop?
They completely broke up because they were under machinima and
Oh, fuck.
as we all
Oh
know,
god.
Oh, no, it wasn't even
I
just that. It
think-
was like people kept leaving. It's like first they lost someone. I forget his name. It was like one of the first because originally they were making videos in a house they rented in Colorado, I want to say. And they did a bunch of wacky shit. Eventually someone like clipped the videos and sent it to the landlord of the house, and then the landlord was like, hey, we're kicking you out despite the fact that any damage done to the house you've completely fixed. I think the one big thing is like they broke a door and like completely replaced it and everything. Like there was no visible damage. Landlord kicked him out. They ended up moving to LA with a warehouse, and then slowly like more and more original members started to quit.
I think Immortal left, Immortal HD left first, and then Uber Haxor left. I think that's how it went.
No, James left first.
Oh,
Yeah, James left before Alex.
yeah. I couldn't remember. It was one way or the other.
But before that, it was fucking Trevor that left, and Trevor was a big one. But yeah, no, just like slowly over time, they were just leaving because they're like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not having fun with it. And they were getting less and less money from YouTube because at the time the whole monetization shit was really fucked. And like they're living in LA, which is fucking expensive, and renting an entire warehouse as their filming space. So they just got to the point where like it's not fiscally responsible for us to keep doing this. It's a business. But if you ever get the chance, fucking watch some of the old Couch Out videos, especially when they were in the house. House era easily is the best. Like Warehouse era, really good still, really good videos. But House era was something else. My personal favorite, it's two-parter, Pepper Spray Gauntlet. Fucking amazing videos.
Reminds me of the Jackass, but the taser gauntlet.
Yeah, that was a good
Same
one.
concept.
That was a good
Run
one.
through, get pepper sprayed, I'm assuming, and
Well, so the Pepper Spray Gauntlet, they would have to do a series of challenges where if you messed up the challenges, you had to do a shot of alcohol. And at the end, you have to play ping pong against the Yeti. This guy dressed up in a Yeti suit. And doesn't matter if you win or lose against the Yeti, you got fucking pepper sprayed.
Oh. So the Yeti itself is a punishment.
Yeah. It was really funny, though.
good stuff. Good stuff.
Old YouTube.
I miss old YouTube.
Old
a
YouTube was
lot.
pretty
Old
baller.
YouTube was good. There's so much good content creation. We talked about it last episode with like Filthy Frank and iDubbbz and shit.
Yeah. That was
Like,
like the,
not saying they were peak YouTube, you know. Obviously, looking back, real fucking edgy. Still fun to watch, but no, it's definitely the YouTube climate's changed way too much. It's not nearly as enjoyable of a platform anymore for creators or consumers.
it's just not as like safe for creators anymore.
It's like any video platform.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into this though. We literally talked about all this last episode.
Yeah, we did. I know Anthony had something on climate change.
I don't even, it was not
Jesus
all right.
Christ.
That
What a weird
that makes it
segue.
sound like I'm like, guys, we need to talk about how crazy climate change is.
Gotta
I mean,
save the
Guys,
turtles.
like-
the climate's changing.
The
They're putting the
turtles.
chemical. The frog's gay.
like it's an issue, obviously, but I'm not gonna like ram it down someone's throat. But
Is
I
it?
just wanted to bring it up because in the last episode of Aquatope, I thought it was, I don't want to say weird or bad, but I mean the show's been pretty consistent with like what it's been doing, and then in this last episode, they go to this separate island because Kukuru ran away because she was stressed out with work and just generally not enjoying it. And Fuka went to go get her and bring her back. And Fuka met the girl who is in charge of turtle conservation. And they're just talking about how, like, turtles are in danger and, like, 1 in every 5,000 survive after they hatch and stuff. And it was kind of weird. It wasn't like a segue into it. It was just, boom, here's ocean conservation. And then Fuka's reading a book on the Great Pacific garbage thing, and they're talking about bleaching corals, and it was just very in your face, which I don't mind. Like, I'm a huge, like, do I say fan of the ocean? Like, I love the ocean and stuff, and I think that stuff is important. It was just weird how they just threw it in your face right away in that one episode. And like this segment of like 5 minutes, you're just boom, boom, boom. And they haven't done that in like any other portion of the show. And they've talked about
That is
certain things. It just kind of caught me off guard, and it was very in your face.
Was it like the rest of the episode? I haven't seen the
It
episode
wasn't
yet.
like the rest of the episode, but it was there. You
No,
haven't
there
seen
was
the
a
episode yet?
majority episode.
Yeah, you
Fuka
could
goes
say.
off on this whole bullshit about the saving the environment and climate change and all that.
Yeah, she seems very, very concerned with it
I mean,
after
it's,
she
it's
finds out.
important.
It
It is
is. I
important,
totally
I
agree.
guess.
The ice caps are melting.
Yeah.
Fucking corals are bleaching.
Okay.
Grandmas are dying.
Great Barrier Reef. Who?
Never heard of it.
Great Barrier what?
Kind of reminds me of.
Sorry, Australia.
The OK.
You remember?
Barrier Reef.
You guys remember the movie Happy Feet?
Yeah.
Sure do.
Yeah.
So I watched it recently.
Why?
Why?
I just did. we.
Out of
But,
all the Penguin movies, decide.
I do too.
Could have watched Surf's Up.
Could watch March of the Penguins.
March of the Penguins made me cry when I was a kid.
No,
Anyway,
but
what-
Happy Feet does that.
Yeah, they.
Like it's about Mumble, and he's like, "Oh, Mumble, you can't fucking sing. You can only dance. Get the fuck out of here." So Mumble finds the other penguin group, and then he sees the icebreaker ship, and then he gets put in a zoo, and then he gets let out with this giant thing on his back, and then the humans come to see Mumble.
Well, Loveless is being choked out by fucking plastic.
No, but it gets
holders.
crazy. It gets like way more in your face right at the end.
Does it really?
Yeah, right when the humans approach and they see the multitude of penguins, they're like, "Yo, these penguins are great." And then it clips like news reels from the movie. Obviously, they're not real; they're filmed for the movie. But it's like this picture of Mumble dancing went viral, and they're like, "What is wrong with the penguins? It's because of the climate change. It's because of the overfishing and blah blah blah." It was like a huge PETA and climate change thing.
Well, obviously it didn't work because things are still fucked. When did
Things are
Happy
getting
Feet-
better. The ozone is healing.
That's cool.
It's because we haven't been to work.
Yeah.
Factories
like,
aren't open.
The ocean is still fucked, and
I mean, to be
levels are
fair,
still rising.
The Chinese manufacturing plants account for roughly 80% of the world's
Well,
pollution.
yeah.
I also heard like container ships and cruise ships are like the worst of the worst.
Yeah, and generally, like, militaries and, like, countries, the U.S. military is really bad about, like, emissions and shit like that.
We got a sick F-35B that can
Yeah,
hover
bro,
dog.
we got the A-10 Warthog, bird.
I fucking love the A-10.
A10's a classic. That is a classic at this point.
Build a plane around a gun. Fuck around and find out.
God, there was, like, that era in, like, 2000s and 2010s where just all these, like, climate change documentaries were coming out. And not even just climate change, like animal rights shit too. Like there was Blackfish, I think is what it was called.
That was a
watched
great
Blackfish.
documentary, though. That was really
Big
good.
fuck SeaWorld. Big
Yeah, fuck
SeaWorld.
SeaWorld. Fuck you, SeaWorld. I hope you fucking get closed and bankrupt, you scummy pieces of shit.
Although, NGL gonna lie, I went to SeaWorld when I was younger, and I got to see Shamu, and it was dope.
I think Shamu's killed like
Fucked
3
up.
people.
More than that.
Yeah.
I know
They don't do it anymore.
Tilikum, the first whale they had, he killed like
Tilikum?
all of his trainers.
Till I come.
No, stop.
But I mean, obviously, as a kid, I didn't understand the ramifications of keeping an orca
Yeah,
in
of
a
course. Yeah,
small
of course you don't.
pool. I just was like, dude, that's a fucking killer whale.
That's a
Holy
big fucking-
shit!
That's probably
Fish.
I'm gonna sit in the splash zone.
That's probably their whole thing, right? Yeah, these stupid fucking kids
No,
don't
that's
know the
literally the whole point.
ramifications of an orca.
It's about uneducation, and
Yeah.
that's why those documentaries had to be made, is for people to actually understand it. Because people don't give a fuck. All right, people aren't going to do research.
No, they're not.
They're gonna go
They're go-
pay $30 to go see the whale.
Shamu
get
was
splashed.
cool. Let's go to Red Robin now.
Bro, no, I want to go to Applebee's so I can get the mucho margarita.
The flaming hot Cheeto wing.
That's a fucking Chili's.
No, that's
at-
Applebee's.
That's at
That's
Applebee's.
Applebee's?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's Applebee's. Also with their own flavor of Mountain Dew.
They have their own flavor Mountain Dew.
Yes.
What's the flavor?
This place in
I don't
fucking
know.
Look it up.
in Norfolk
Lemonade?
had Mountain Dew vibe.
Mountain Dew
Yeah,
vibe.
it's a lemonade flavored Mountain Dew.
I feel like there's multiple places.
Mountain Dew Dark Berry Bash.
That sounds
New
pretty
Applebee's
good.
exclusive drink.
Do you know Sheetz has their own exclusive Mountain Dew?
No shit.
It's like called like Atomic Blue or something like that.
It's radioactive.
That sounds toxic.
Yeah, I mean,
Mountain Dew
I've never
itself is
gotten it.
toxic.
Yeah,
It
no,
is
I
But
do
it's
not.
good shit.
I honestly
good.
really don't like Mountain Dew,
Really?
especially like OG Mountain Dew.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Foul.
That's my favorite.
OG Mountain Dew is foul. If I'm gonna drink a Mountain Dew, it has to be flavored specifically Code Red.
Ooh,
Or-
that's the worst, buddy.
Code
Type-
Red.
Typhoon.
Typhoon is good.
What
Voltage.
the fuck?
Voltage was
Voltage.
definitely one of the best.
Supernova was better than Voltage looking
ones. I
back.
will
My-
agree. Supernova. Even at the time, I was like, Supernova is better.
I voted
than
Voltage.
good.
I voted
Honestly,
Voltage.
my favorite Mountain Dew to ever come out, and they haven't released it in years, was Pitch Black. I loved Pitch Black.
Was that
Pitch
grape?
Black?
Yes, it was fucking great.
I don't mess with grape.
I think is I love grape soda. Then why do you keep hitting my Joker vape? It's great.
It's Joker. What the fuck
I
do you want me to
like-
do?
I do like grape soda, but I wasn't a fan of Pitch Black.
I
I didn't
really
like
liked
it
Pitch
either.
Black. It was one of the better grape sodas I'd had, like ever.
Did you guys like Whiteout?
No.
I haven't had Whiteout in years.
That's what I voted for.
Why
The-
not kind of?
what-
Why?
was the
Okay,
one
here's my
Mountain Dew?
thing. Hold on. So during the Democracy, when
Yeah.
Whiteout was a thing,
Yeah.
It was That's
Dude,
what it was. That's
called.
what it was
I know
called.
it was. That doesn't mean I can't laugh at it.
Well,
I've never even heard that term.
Oh, yeah,
before.
you
That's what it was
You
called. It was
vote.
called Democracy.
I just remember
You would
when they
vote
did the
for your flavor.
contest to like name a new flavor, and it was like gushing grannies, and like Hitler did nothing wrong. Were like the top ones.
No, they had 3 flavors they released, and they would go over the course of the summer, and you would vote on your flavor, and whichever one had the most votes, they would keep, and the other 2 would be discontinued.
yeah. So in the first, it was like it was Voltage, Supernova, and was it Distortion?
Distortion or Revolution?
It was Revolution, and then the second one was Whiteout, Typhoon, and Distortion. So, why did you vote Whiteout over Typhoon?
I liked the
why,
can.
Why did
The can looked cool.
the can?
Yeah, it was.
The can
blue.
for Typhoon was better.
I don't know. It
Oh,
was.
my heart just hurt.
Why is that?
Democracy 1 was in 2007.
No.
Oh my god. Yeah, we were like
I
Springwood
don't
Lake
think I
with
was even
Andrew.
allowed to drink Mountain Dew back then.
Oh,
Bro,
it was
we would-
Revolution, Supernova, and Voltage. Oh, that just hurt my heart. I don't want to talk about this anymore
Damn,
now.
we're old.
I'm just
We are
sad
old.
now.
I mean, you guys are all old. I'm a young whippersnapper.
Shut your bitch ass.
This is the guy using the term whippersnapper.
Distortion, Typhoon, and Whiteout.
What did you like better out of those 3? Luke?
Out of those 3, I think
Yeah.
I actually liked Whiteout best.
It was
Fuck,
good.
Juice,
It
can
was
you
pretty
back me
good.
the fuck up?
Juice was too young to
Which
remember.
one? Are we talking like first?
We're
Democracy
talking
or second?
Whiteout, Typhoon, or Distortion.
The only one I've ever had was Whiteout. It's because they still sell it now.
I cannot believe.
Do they really
I'm
still sell it now?
Yes, they still
I'm
They
sell
had
it.
special democracies in other countries, like Democracy Canada.
Maple syrup, pine needle, or hockey puck.
There was
And
one
Moose.
I will say there was one Mountain Dew I did really like that they released like last summer, and I think this like the year before as well. It's called like Shark Bite or something like that. It had a shark on the box.
One we
the
had
can.
over the summer. Justin and Alexi bought it when we were doing like a grill out for the 4th.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the fuck it was called, but it was really good.
They had like red, white, and dew.
You
It wasn't that.
Red White
You
Dew
can
isn't
order
that
Pitch
good.
Black from Singapore
Can you?
because it won Singapore over Livewire.
Livewire is good, but
Livewire's mad.
Livewire's the orange one, right?
yeah.
Blue
Yeah, that's
Shock
mad.
won in Malaysia.
The fuck is Blue Shock?
Have no fucking clue. Sounds actually like it does something wrong to your body.
Puts you
Hey.
into shock, cardiac arrest, maybe.
Exclusively available 7-Elevens and Slurpee machines that were released at the start of June 2002.
No way. No, fucking way, buddy.
It was a berry citrus flavor, strongly resembling a blueberry.
Okay.
So blueberry Mountain Dew.
Blueberry citrus.
So that was
Blueberry
Malaysia.
citrus.
Everyone's
Boom.
favorite
Full
country,
circle
There
here.
we go.
Democracy Pakistan.
What did Democracy Pakistan have?
Flavors involved were Pitch Black, Livewire, and Blue Shock, and Pitch Black 1.
See,
So Blue Shock must not have been that great.
Malaysia thought it was great, I
Well,
guess.
Pakistan had Pitch Black win.
And then in the Philippines, there was never a winner between Livewire and Blue Shock.
Did
They're
what?
probably pissed they didn't
Really?
get Pitch Black.
Dude, I'm telling Pitch Black fucks. I remember having Pitch Black and I loved it for like a little bit of time.
Why'd they call it Pitch Black? It was great.
Oh, because 2016 was Baja Blast versus Pitch Black, and fucking Baja Blast won, I'm pretty sure.
Nothing's beating Baja.
Baja Blast
Okay,
was way
that's
better.
fair. I mean, honestly, if it was up to me, I would take Pitch Black over Baja Blast.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know, this says Pitch Black one, but I don't see it
Like,
sold
Baja
anywhere.
Blast is decent, but I feel like for Baja Blast, you have to have it at a Taco Bell. You have to have it at Taco Bell. It doesn't taste right if you buy it at the store.
I don't know. Usually when I get it from Taco Bell, it feels more watered down.
Yeah, because there's ice in it, you dumbass.
That's why I don't get ice in my shit.
Yeah, what if you don't get ice?
More room for beverage, less
Oh,
room for watered
I
down
like my
piss.
drinks cold.
And you're just
You
stinky.
get light ice.
You know, my uncle says those signs you see at gas stations that say we have the coldest beer in town. It's fucking bullshit. You know why?
Because beer isn't meant to be drank cold.
No, idiot. It's because if a beer is too cold, it numbs the flavor of the beer in your mouth, so you can't get the proper aroma and taste of that
So I'm
beer.
correct.
What'd you say?
That beer isn't meant to be drank super cold.
Yeah.
No, you said the opposite. a couple seconds ago.
No, I didn't.
No, he didn't. He
Yes,
just
he
said
did.
beer isn't meant to be drank super cold. And you
I didn't
said,
hear.
Oh, I thought you
didn't
meant. I
hear
thought you
the
said
ums
is.
on the
I thought you
is.
And then
said
he
is.
said, no, dumbass. I was like, why are you being mean to Jews?
I didn't
Yeah,
hear the
no,
ums
I
on the
know
isms.
that. I went to fucking England. Like, they serve, like, all their fucking drinks room temperature. It's awful.
Well, a good beer is not room temp. That's a little too warm.
Well, they also call Yorkshire pudding when it's not pudding.
It's not pudding.
What is it? Just bean?
No, it's it's like hollow bread.
It's fucked
Oh,
up,
wait,
man.
what the
Hollow
fuck?
bread with gravy.
And they call that pudding.
It's not
Wait,
pudding.
I'm trying to wrap my head around this hollow bread shit.
Yeah, dude, I had it. And, like, my grandparents had been to England before because I went back in, what was it, like 2019?
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago.
Yeah, it was right after I went to Japan.
Yeah, I went to England in 2019, and my grandma hyped the fuck out of Yorkshire pudding. Just for context, my grandma is like a weeaboo for England. Like, she'll call me at night and be like, "Oh, I was just watching BBC. I was
Big BBC fan.
like,
I
dude,
see.
she literally." Stop it. That's my grandmama.
Your grandma's a very nice woman. She makes great bread.
She's a little kooky.
There's nothing
but
wrong with liking BBC.
It is the only news network she watches, like straight up. She
In all
only
actuality,
watches
I know British people hate BBC.
But yeah, she was hyping up this Yorkshire pudding. She's like, "Oh, you're gonna love this." Shut the fuck up.
I'm listening. Go on.
So Luke, wow.
Ignore the
she's hyping
haters.
up this goddamn Yorkshire pudding. She's like, "Oh, we're gonna go to fucking Bradford and we're gonna meet your fucking uncle." I think that's what he is. My uncle.
You have relatives that like still live there?
Yeah, they were born there. They're English.
All right.
I'm part bruv, but but she's like, yeah, we're gonna go meet him at this restaurant, and you're gonna meet him, and we're gonna have a classic Sunday roast. It's a classic English meal. I'm like, okay, Sunday roast. Like we used to have Sunday roast growing up. My grandma would make like fucking Swiss steak, and we'd have mashed potatoes. There'd be dinner rolls. It's great times. We get there. And we get this fucking Sunday roast, and there's like peas and carrots. First off, where's the corn? You're gonna have peas and carrots. Give me a little more color variation. Just throw in the corn. It's probably the cheapest option there.
I don't know. Corn's a pretty shitty
I
vegetable.
love corn.
It's good. Don't get me wrong, but classified as a vegetable, it's meh.
We're not going for health, Anthony. We're going for taste.
And then like there's this pitiful roast beef comes out. Sliced dummy thin, dry as fuck, no seasoning, shitty ass gravy. And there's the goddamn Yorkshire pudding. The goddamn fucking Yorkshire pudding. Which is legitimately, like you see it, and it almost looks like a dinner roll. It almost looks like a muffin or something, you know? Like a dinner roll muffin. And then you cut into it. And it just smushes down. Because it's hollow.
There's nothing in it.
There's nothing in it.
What the fuck is the point?
A delivery boat for shitty gravy.
Wait, you put
Gravy on it.
on it?
On it.
Bro, this is not pudding. This is bread.
Yes.
The fuck you
These are
doing?
beans.
What is the UK doing? What?
I don't know. They have a lot of weird foods. I was telling Alex about it. There's one really classic British food is jellied eels.
oh my God, yes.
The jellied eels. It is like eels that are like cut up and boiled, and then you put them in gelatin. That's it. It's fucking it.
Has their food surpassed the Industrial Revolution?
No. Like literally every single meal I ate there was fucking garbage.
I really do feel like
Except for one meal. They have their own version of like Starbucks. It's called Costa.
Well, I'll let you go first because you did mention something else too.
But yeah, no, it's called Costa. And honestly, way better than any Starbucks in the States. Really good coffee. And they have like a bunch of food, like Starbucks. Except like they don't have it like behind the counter where you order it. They have like shelves, like with like sandwiches and pastries and shit like that. It's all cold. It's all refrigerated. But like we were out and about and we didn't have time to stop by a restaurant. So we stopped by this and I'm like, oh, I'm going to get this fucking tuna melt. It looks like the best option. It was cold. I'm like, whatever. Like a tuna salad sandwich. and I buy it, and then they're like, oh, let me heat this up for you real quick, and they fucking put it in a panini press.
Oh, that's bussin'.
Yeah, and like that's what they do. Like you grab a hot sandwich, like it's not actually hot out of the fucking thing, and like they have these specialized bags that are heat resistant that they fucking put it in the panini press in, so the panini press is perfectly clean, and you just get your fucking sandwich like in this bag already warm and toasted, and it was fucking bussin'. It was a really good sandwich. Like holy shit.
Didn't you say their breakfast was pretty good too?
Oh no,
English
the breakfast.
Yeah, the English
breakfast was fucking amazing. It is the best breakfast food I've ever had in my life. That is one thing they do right. Like the breakfast food is great. Their bacon, so it's not like American bacon, obviously, but it's not like Canadian bacon, which is ham. It's still the pork belly, but it's like an in-between cut between like the super fatty part, like American bacon, and like I guess a leaner part you could say, like closer to ham. So you just get the best of both worlds. Like it's nice and like super salty, and like it crisps up a little bit, and fucking good shit, dude.
I feel like the UK is pretty behind in the food industry.
Oh, they are. Oh, they also, so they do hash browns with their full Englishes and shit. And you remember the triangle hash browns that you'd get at school?
Yeah.
Like you get them at Arby's, they're like
Yeah. Now imagine those, but cooked to perfection.
crispy, crunchy.
Crispy, crunchy on the outside, juicy, tender on the inside.
I mean, like fluffy and
Yeah.
Airy.
Yes.
Arby's sandwich.
Like literally cooked to perfection. The most perfect hash brown you can imagine having.
Yeah, I feel like the UK's food is as bright as their weather.
shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did
Gray
rain
and
a lot
ugly.
while I was there.
Speaking of food, when we were down in Norfolk, mostly shitty food restaurants. The
Yeah.
food in Norfolk is not anything to write
Not
home about
busted.
by any means. But we go to this sushi place called Hokkaido Sushi. It was our last night there before we go get on the Christmas boat. And the waitress is like, we have these two special sushis in. It's Tora, which is a different cut of tuna. It's very fatty and oily compared to regular tuna. And they had
Sea urchin.
uni. Yeah,
Uni.
uni, sea urchin.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
Luke gets the sea urchin. I get the Tora. And it comes out. And usually I just get tuna anyway, like regular tuna. And it's busted. It's fucking great. I love tuna.
Tuna's good.
So we tried the uni first. And it was pretty good. I liked it. Alex, you're not really a big fan of it, are you?
I've still never had uni.
It was pretty
It
good.
was good.
Actually.
It was good. I liked it.
I found it as meh, but
I'm more of an unagi kind of guy.
unagi's
Unagi's good.
one of the greatest.
But this tuna, you could see like fat marbling in this tuna.
Yeah.
It looked like Wagyu beef.
It did, but it was fucking tuna, and I ate it. And when someone says like a food is more oily, usually I was like, I don't really know what that means. I've never really experienced something compared to oily and not crazy like natural oily.
Yeah.
But with this tuna, you could hit it right off the bat, and it was fucking amazing. It was good fucking shit. So
See,
if you ever have the opportunity to get Toro, get some fucking Toro.
I'd definitely try it. I am a big fan of like medium fatty tuna though, which is pretty much your standard. But if you get super high quality medium fatty tuna, you can still see that marbling.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's still really like prevalent.
It was good shit. It was busted.
I think that's like the first time I could ever describe something as melt in your mouth.
Yeah, that's.
I don't think I've ever had that experience.
You ever had
before.
Wagyu steak?
No.
That's fucking melt in your mouth,
Melt in
dude.
your mouth.
Where did you have Wagyu?
At my house.
Okay,
They
the shit you
sell
buy
it.
at Giant Eagle.
It wasn't a giant eagle.
Where was it?
Fresh Time. They got it imported.
Fresh
Was it
Time might
expensive as
actually
fuck?
have it.
Yeah,
probably.
Fresh Time had it. It was imported. It was like a limited sale they had for Father's Day with limited amounts. You can only buy like 1 or 2 steaks a person.
I want to try one in Japan.
I mean, it wasn't like A5
I
Wagyu.
want to try some fucking
Where would I
A5.
try it? Because
It's really, I think Costco actually sells Wagyu, like imported from Japan. And
I
there's
want
going to be the
that.
Costco opening up here soon.
That's a
Where?
liar.
No, there's a Costco that's going to be opening too.
Where the fuck?
Like off of Frank behind the fucking BJ's.
No shit.
Yeah.
huh?
Third fucking big box
That's like
warehouse
literally right down
store.
the road from here.
Yeah.
So what? It's gonna be a Sam's, a BJ's, and a Costco all in one.
Yes.
I'm
Convenient
canceling the
location.
Sam's
Yep.
Club. We're going to Costco.
Yeah, yo, we can buy our cars there too.
It doesn't have a car match
Tires.
there.
You can buy tires. You can get.
Yeah.
My tires
Sam's
at
Club.
Sammy's.
You can get your tires. You can get your eyes checked.
I think they have dental insurance or something.
I don't know if I want to go to the Costco dentist.
I gave the Costco dentist head by accident.
Wait a minute.
Oh my god.
Wait a minute.
He said he wants to see me for a follow-up.
Now first, let's see what that mouth do.
He said he's a fan of BBC, and I was like, oh, me too, dude. I love that channel.
Stop.
Little
making
did I
fun.
know.
Stop making fun of my grandmama. Oh, dude, someone made a fake profile, like Facebook profile of my grandma.
That's
Were they DMing people?
They DM'd me.
Hi,
What'd they say?
Justice. I need $20.
First, they said
card.
they opened up with a "Hi, how are you doing?" And I didn't respond. I'm like, why is my grandma using Facebook Messenger? This is weird. And then I accidentally responded. I sent a single O, like a capital O.
Oh.
And they said, "Good, glad to see you are doing well. I'm doing good, thanks. Do you know about this grant program that is like offering $2,000?" And then I said, "What did you do to my grandmama?" And then they said, "It's me." And then I said, well, then I was like, all right, obviously scammer. Like after the fucking like, oh, you hear about this grant? Get this money. I checked the fake Facebook profile, and they got some like, they didn't get anything right. They obviously got her fucking name because they just ripped it off her Facebook profile as well as the profile picture. But like they got the school she went to wrong, which is weird because it was still an Ohio school, just the wrong one. Like they said she went to Coventry and she didn't go to fucking Coventry. And they said she studied at some college that she didn't go to. But then I went to a location like where she lived, and on the Facebook profile, it was Lagos, Nigeria. And so I'm texting this person, and they're like, "It's me." And I'm like, "Oh, hey, grandma, sorry. I really need some money. Like, I'm in some really deep shit right now. Can you please send me some money? I love you, grandma." And they're like, "Actually, you can get this money from this grant. Blah, 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 blah." I'm like, "Hey, grandma, quick question. When did you move to Lagos, Nigeria? I just talked to you yesterday. Like, I just saw you. You moved pretty fucking fast." And then I saw them typing, but then stopped. And I'm like, "You fucking reply, you coward. I saw you typing." And then I was like, "I'm in your walls. I'm watching it."
I'm in your walls.
I was trying to give them a schizo meltdown.
Speaking of scammers, there's been a ton on Instagram lately, and it's
I get
mostly,
so many.
not to me. Like these girls that I follow, their accounts. Someone will make a fake account, and
Oh, yeah.
the bios will be like, "Check out this link for some sexy fire nudes," and then all the girls will be like screenshot, be like, "This isn't me." I'm like, "No fucking shit, that's
Yeah,
not you.
no
I'm not an
fucking
idiot."
shit.
What if it actually was, and you just missed out on
Yeah,
some
you just
sexy
missed out on
fire?
some
Yeah,
nudes?
it's fuck me. Oh, there's another one. So people posting their story, and it was like, if you can name a name that starts with N and ends in E, then you get $1,500. So I look at it, I'm like, Nate, it's fucking easy. I didn't like reply to it or anything. I'm like, whatever, that's fucking dumb. And then like 2 stories later, the exact same story. I'm like, is this really a scam people are doing? Like, does someone message in and go, "Ha, Nate, give me $1,500," and they reply, "Hey, go to this link to claim your money," and someone clicks on that? Are people that fucking stupid?
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me your bank information.
Oh shit, they need to direct deposit the $1,500 because I fucking got the question right. Look at me go. How fucking like dumb do you have to be?
Do you know how many porn bots I get on Instagram on the daily,
I
dude?
get a
It's
few
like
on Snapchat.
ridiculous.
I just get a lot of like those fucking scam ones trying to get me to hit up clothing brands.
Those,
Yeah, I get those
It's
are
a lot of like weird
stupid.
like goth ones and shit, or like goth
Yeah.
emo type beat. Like, "Hey, you look like you'd be a great model." It's like, have you seen my fucking
I've
body?
just started getting those. I'm like, do you know how many followers I have on Instagram?
Yeah, it's
I
like,
would-
first
I
off,
get those
you
all the time.
I have less than 400 followers. Second off, have you seen me, dude? Not
would-
saying that I'm like super ugly. I'm not like a 10. You know, I'll be realistic.
I always get some. They're like, "Hey, girl, your style would totally fit this." I'm like, "I'm a dude."
Yeah, I get those a lot.
Hey,
like-
girl, and you're like, what?
We'll get those on the Mekon page. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah.
we're a fucking clothing brand. Who, like, what? What are you doing?
You should hit him back with like, "Actually, I think you would look fire in this."
And then send them a link. Yo, this this company's doing this promotion,
and
right?
then that link actually is one of the other scam links that you've been sent.
That would be
I
pretty
think
good.
this is truly the way we scam the banks.
Well, we're
going to
scamming the
scam
banks.
the banks.
The banks are a scam.
The banks are a scam.
Banks
Down
are
with big
scam.
money.
Down with big bank.
Fuck Big Pharma.
Fuck Big SeaWorld. Fuck Big SeaWorld.
Fuck Big SeaWorld.
Fuck Big SeaWorld.
I don't think Big SeaWorld's a thing, but
I don't know. They have multiple locations.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
Nigeria.
Maybe. It's possible.
I can't wait to go to SeaWorld Nigeria.
All right, I'm about
I'm hungry. I'm very hungry.
I'm about pooped out for the night, man.
Yeah.
I'm
This
a
is
tired,
a long night.
tired boy.
I'm so ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
Just so you guys are aware, it is currently 2:48 a.m. for us.
Holy fuck.
We are approximately 8 hours past Tippy's bedtime.
Yeah.
Yo, can I give the outro? I'll give like sweet ASMR outro. With
wanna
my
do it?
raspy voice.
Yeah, that'd be relaxing.
But I'll let Juice actually take it out. But before he does, I'll just say, hey guys, thanks for listening. If you found anything fun or interesting, go ahead and leave a like, comment, share it for the podcast. Put out once a week, so look forward to it. I'll leave it to Juice now.
All right, guys. So thank you for watching the Hello Harem podcast today. To reiterate what Alex said, if you liked what you saw, if you had a little giggle, give a like, subscribe, give a comment. Let us know how we did. Also, check out Mekon Clothing. Use code SissyLove for half off your order. Thank you very much for watching, and they will see you next week.
I really want.